Proverbs chapter 11. Dishonest scales are an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. When pride comes, then comes shame, but with the humble is wisdom. The integrity of the upright will guide them, but perversity of the unfaithful will destroy them. Riches do not profit in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. The righteousness of the blameless will direct his way aright, but the wicked will fall by his own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright will deliver them, but the unfaithful will be caught by their lust. When a wicked man dies, his expectation will perish, and the hope of the unjust perishes. The righteous is delivered from trouble, and it comes to the wicked instead. The hypocrite with his mouth destroys his neighbor, but through knowledge the righteous will be delivered. When it goes well with the righteous, the city rejoices, and when the wicked perish, there is jubilation. By the blessing of the upright the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. He who is devoid of wisdom despises his neighbor, but a man of understanding holds his peace. A talebearer reveals secrets, but he who is of a faithful spirit conceals a matter. Where there is no counsel, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors there is safety. He who is surety for a stranger will suffer, but one who hates being surety is secure. A gracious woman retains honor, but ruthless men retain riches. The merciful man does good for his own soul, but he who is cruel troubles his own flesh. The wicked man does deceptive work, but he who sows righteousness will have a sure reward. As righteousness leads to life, so he who pursues evil pursues it to his own death. Those who are of a perverse heart are an abomination to the Lord, but the blameless in their ways are his delight. Though they join forces, the wicked will not go unpunished, but the posterity of the righteous will be delivered. As a ring of gold in a swine's snout, so is a lovely woman who lacks discretion. The desire of the righteous is only good, but the expectation of the wicked is wrath. There is one who scatters, yet increases more, and there is one who withholds more than is right, but it leads to poverty. The generous soul will be made rich, and he who waters will also be watered himself. The people will curse him who withholds grain, but blessing will be on the head of him who sells it. He who earnestly seeks good finds favor, but trouble will come to him who seeks evil. He who trusts in his riches will fall, but the righteous will flourish like foliage. He who troubles his own house will inherit the wind, and the fool will be servant to the wise of heart. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he who wins souls is wise. If the righteous will be recompensed on the earth, how much more the ungodly and the sinner? Proverbs chapter 11, verse 30 says, "The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he who wins souls is wise." So those who want to live a godly life, those who want to love and honor the Lord, will always produce fruit from their life. Every good tree produces good fruit, just like if we have an apple tree, let's say, or a lemon tree, or an orange tree. And say that the tree itself is a good tree. The leaves look good. Everything looks good about it. There isn't any marring on the plants or anything that looks like it's sick or diseased. And as we pluck one of the fruits off of the tree, we can many times just open it up and start eating right away. And it's delicious. It's delightful because it's good fruit. Now, every good tree bears good fruit, but bad trees, they do produce fruit as well. So if we had a tree, say another orange tree, that was bad, maybe the leaves were kind of frayed and were turning different colors, and it looked like it had some disease on it. When it grows fruit, when a bad tree grows fruit, it grows bad fruit. Matthew chapter 7 verses 17 through 20 says, "Every good tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor can a bad tree bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Therefore, by your fruits you will know them," or by their fruits you will know them. And essentially, as Christians, if we live for the Lord, and we're saying, I want to do good things for him, I want to love and honor him, then our life will naturally produce good fruit. We're going to want to serve him. We're going to want to be committed to him. We're going to want to follow through with his promises. Now, if I get up and say, well, I do love God, and I want to know him, and I want to follow through, but I don't actually follow through, then I'm a bad tree in a sense. I am bearing bad fruit. If I say I'm committed, but I don't show up, then I'm not committed. And here, Jesus is trying to give us a good understanding here from Matthew chapter 7 that, look, if you say you're going to do something and your action, by your action, is proof as to what you really want to do in life. A lot of us say things all the time. We say, I want to do this, or I plan to do this. But it only means something if we follow through with it. And we've all heard the phrase, actions speak louder than words. It's because when we actually put into commitment what we say that we believe, it shows others that we actually believe it. And when we don't put things in for our commitment, it shows how little we actually believe in it. So commit to the Lord today. Enjoy him, want to know his promises, and seek his word. Look through it, look for him throughout the word, study Proverbs, and get to know God's wisdom more and more. But don't just say you're going to do something. Follow through with it. That's what's going to show others whether or not you truly are or you truly believe what you say you do. So thanks again for joining me today. I hope today has been a blessing to you. Come back tomorrow, see what we have in store. Have a great day.